What's going on, everyone? My name is Gucci Miz. Oh shit, I need my keyboard. And welcome back to Stanley Parable 2, or Ultra Deluxe, whatever you want to call it. Same shit, because goddamn, last episode got pretty intense with the bucket worship. Bucket is love, bucket is life. And we also collected all the figurines last episode, so now we're revisiting the figurines in the memory zone, I guess. So let's just do it. At this point, who knows what this game is really going to throw at us. When Stanley collectibles. Oh yeah, that was a good time. We come here for the first time. Oh yeah, when we were thinking about the first game. Right. Good times. 13, the Stanley Parable was. That's not when I collected the figurines.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
It's true. 7? Oh, it's broken now. Is that what you wanted to happen? Or I still fly? No. Oh yeah, the bathroom.
And here was a second Stanley-Reen. You found this one all on your own, just by poking around in the boss's bathroom. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Now I've 8 out of 6. Wow. Is this the order that I actually did find him in?
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
Oh god. Under the stairs. It was under the stairs. I remember. I remember.
Hey, that's exactly right. It was here, under the stairs. It was the third one. You picked it up, and then after that, you had 3 of them. I'm glad these moments are so crystal clear in your memory, but I shouldn't be surprised. After all, science tells us that it's impossible to forget your third time doing anything.
Yeah, but it's not my third time picking up. Whatever. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room. Oh well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
No, this definitely didn't happen. I've never been here before. Door? Not even attempting to open it. Huh. Yeah, nowhere to go but down. I think your memory zone's broken, man.
This was the 5th mini Stan, and this one was really something special. It was by the red and blue doors. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
Oh, hell yeah. This is like Windows Movie Maker shit. What's that in there? Oh god. Okay. High five! Well, yep, right where it said I was gonna find it. Thanks for watching. Alright, buddy. Narrator. Best boy, narrator. Oh, I think Stanley is best boy.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
Wow, that's pretty impressive that you did that fast, actually. Go ahead and pick that up. And, can we actually go... Nice. And why am I nervous about this last one?
And then, Stanley, we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here in the warehouse. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
Oh. Yep, and then you were like, I have all of them, man. Doesn't really matter. You are in the present.
And then there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, Memory Zone.
But why? What's with that fucking pink room?
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the Memory Zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
What? Are you serious? Oh, okay. Can I get up here? I can, yeah.
Okay, yes. This spot in the warehouse. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the Memory Zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
Yeah. What did I do in place of the pink room? I don't remember. Don't make me watch the movie again, please. I'll give you anything. Not watch that movie.
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Alright.
Yes, I love that video.
That's a good one, yeah. Alright, pick it up. 14 out of 6. Perfect. Perfect.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
I guess. I hear whispering. Once I get to the asshole, the louder it gets. Yeah, there's literally whispering coming from this apple statue. Huh.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
Thanks. 16. Bosses. Oh yeah. There was another one in the bosses. That's where it was. Can't get there though. Oh. Well, the game
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
Alright, we're gonna just keep going. We'll do this a billion times.
This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the Figlarines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
What came before this? I guess just me going in there. Collect them all. Oh, yeah. The jump circle.
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories.
Yeah. I had completely forgotten about the jump circle thing. Like forever ago.
Oh, yes. The two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
Doesn't matter.
And before everything else, there was your office.
Indeed.
Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
Uh-oh. What are you remembering?
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Whoa. Okay. Wait, is this my last run?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Fuck it.
Ah, the embrace of an old friend. A weathered companionship that stands the test of time.
Sorry, that one was weird.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Shit. Well, the figure, I may be like quote-unquote canon ending then. Secret figurine ending, maybe. I don't know. We'll do the unplug the phone.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Oh,
Stanley
never
took the door on
mind.
his left to go back to the meeting room.
I want if you go through there. Maybe I can't remember.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question
Unplug the
why
phone?
or
Sure,
how
no
this
problem.
bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
You know, sometimes you just have to do that with buckets. Okay.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about...
And unplug.
Oh, hold on. Why did you
There we go.
unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke.
Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket.
It is
Can't
very
you see-
funny.
Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't
guy.
exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here. Let's take a look.
Oh no.
What is comedic timing? What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes.
Oh, wonderful.
Let's
I can't
dive
wait.
deeper. If you've ever told a joke or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing.
Really?
To begin the joke,
Wow.
start
Amazing.
by
I had
stating
no
and
idea.
spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has
Indeed.
concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's
I
practice
am
screaming,
Dunny with the funny.
"I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
I am Dunny with the funny.
Good. This saying is a perfect example of
Amazing,
expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how
Data.
rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An
Indeed.
effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's
Wow.
all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, we're each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence and to very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
Yeah, all hail Earth and its supreme
Hey,
overlords.
goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no
I hope
matter.
so.
I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Oh, you want me to walk back? Oh, come on. I thought you were going to teleport me. Jeez. I know you can do that. Instead, you want me to walk. Alright, well.
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd.
ridiculous.
What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure.
Oh, we'd be
The
up in
bucket
our...
spoke to Stanley. The bucket spoke. The bucket spoke. Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly.
Bucket
No need to overthink things.
The bucket spoke to Stanley. Stanley. Property of... Wait, I'm missing a sticker. Where'd that sticker go? Where'd my bucket sticker go? That's not cool. I think I need to go back
Here
to
we
the...
go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Right. What's this?
What? We're back at the phone already.
How'd that happen?
No. What's going on? There were supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point, a dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land, or not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the two doors room. What an egregious mistake.
It doesn't. What are you talking about?
I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think I need to go back and rewatch that instructional video again.
No, please.
Sure,
I don't want
that
to.
will help me improve my...
Bro.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Oh, is that like in the original game where if you go through that one, then it's bad? Alright, well, we'll go through that.
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
I can't do anything right.
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison.
Oh,
yes.
no. Bucket
Well, let me
puns.
try that again, Stanley.
And we got some credits
I
rolling.
heard that you are pale with shame over how unabashedly...
I think we've actually gotten most, if not all, of the endings.
Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with shame. Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket?
Isk.
Stanley, this bucket is so
Isk.
metal.
Shame
I think I saw it playing
on you,
guitar. No. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos. Let's see.
Poor guy. Oh. Are we now back to playing the original? Bucket.
The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his
No,
chest.
definitely not.
And entered the door on his left.
Yeah, I can't really think of any more endings to do right off the bat. All right, I admit it. I cheat a little bit. I found out a way to get another ending. So we're just going to go ahead and get that right now. Shall we?
Still no one was here.
What?
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
No, reboot the game entirely. Shit. Why do I need to reboot the game entirely? We need reviews 402, 405. Want to get rid of the desk sport portion of the primary review schedule. And that stupid idea, more water cooler. Alright, I'm rebooting the game. Okay, so we back? We coming back anyways. Oh, why is it asking me the time again? 8:41. I've been recording for a while. It saved my shit, right? It's asking me the time again. Hang on, hang on. Yeah. Before we get started, can I just say something? Thank you for actually setting the clock both times you've booted the game. Oh, yeah, no problem. A lot of people don't take that seriously and they just leave the clock set at 12 and call it a day. But you're actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know you care about the attention of this experience. Paying attention. I don't even have any way of knowing if the times you're setting are correct. So, I'll tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see this screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. Go ahead, pick whatever time you want, even if it's not the correct time. You've earned it. Alright, I'll let you get back to the video game now. This is so weird. Definitely not what I expected.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket.
I know, my
Soothing
safety
him,
bucket.
comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
Thank you so much.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control
So we go up
Facility.
there, and we turn around and come back. And we go back up. There you are.
Wait, Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again. The bucket said nothing.
The number 3. I don't remember what the number 3 is all about. Right? Oh, man.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and over.
Okay.
Wow, he said. The number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my
Yeah.
life.
I love the number
Stanley
3.
looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent. This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the bucket. How was this not as exciting to the bucket as it was to him? Once Stanley had had enough of the number
I have no
3,
idea.
he got back in the elevator.
I mean, the number 3 is pretty great. I can't lie. Is this it? Well, I guess I'll go back down.
Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
I don't know. The bucket maybe just isn't that smart after all.
A hint of regret nagged in the back of Stanley's mind. Should he demonstrate? Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
What? Go back up? You got it. No problem.
No, said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel.
Yes.
He smiled at the bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
Well, the bucket sometimes isn't like that great, you know? But what we're going to do is slam on that number 3 button. Hell yeah.
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion. He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears. And the whole time, he looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind. Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing.
There we go.
The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all. Only silence. Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator.
That's horrible. Maybe this bucket doesn't understand me after all. I just thought number 3.
Stanley and the bucket were so close. They'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's? The question caused Stanley to ruminate the whole way down the elevator. He knew that there must be a way to get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be?
I mean, he is my 3rd bucket child. Why wouldn't it love me? I don't know if you have to go up here or not, but I'm going to.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Nah, let's go back up. I don't know. Oh, they're quiet this time.
Said Stanley. I know what to do.
Oh.
I know how to fully express this feeling in my heart. He decided right then and there that he would hold a press conference where he would speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3 over and over.
Perfect. That's exactly what we
fully
want.
on what the number 3 meant to him and why he felt so alive when pressing it. Then the bucket would be able to see his joy through the eyes of others. It would get to see the world react to this discovery of Stanley's. And it would be through the public eye that the bucket would finally understand Stanley's work.
Wow. Where are we?
Advertised and marketed his press conference, building excitement around it, developing and rehearsing it until it couldn't be refined a single measure further. When the big day arrived, Stanley was as prepared as he'd ever been for anything in his life.
I don't feel ready for wailing on the number 3. World Peace Baby. An evening with World Peace Baby? No way. World's first sentient machine? Wow. Stage door. Okay, yeah, stage door. Just remember, 3.
This was
333.
One last chance to win the bucket over. One opportunity to share a true connection with a loved one.
Wow. Some truly great people here. Congratulations, Stanley. Remember where you came from. Your coworkers. Amazing. Well, you and me, Bucket, we're hitting the stage. You're going to finally understand my passion.
There was no one here. Nobody had come to the press conference to hear
What?
Stanley speak, to listen to him talk about what it really means to press the number 3 on a keypad over and over. He was unloved, uninteresting, he was a failure. And in that moment, Stanley knew that the Bucket would never again take him seriously. There would be no connection, no deeper understanding. The Bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent. And so it began that slowly, over many years, the two of them grew more and more distant. They spoke less and less, neither wishing to state the obvious, that any sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference. There would be no more games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit, only a silence that consumed the space between friends. And Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
Wow. No one came to the press conference? That's horrible. Favorite time, let's say 8:20 for no particular reason. 8:20 p.m. Your favorite time of day. Or could you simply not resist giving me the correct time? After all, I know how much you enjoy setting the time correct. Okay, now I'm curious how accurate 8:20. Use another slider to find out. How accurate is 8:20? Inaccurate. You know, can I just say, regardless of the accuracy of the clock, I'm having a great time adjusting these settings. I feel like I'm learning more about you, how you like things set. It's good to collect data. Yeah, Google knows a thing or two about that. Oh god. I wish we had more sliders. Oh, we've gone through all the sliders I have. Oh, bummer. Perhaps I can invent some new sliders to gather new data on you. Be too hard? Yeah, let me whip a couple new ones up. You'll be ready next time you boot up the game. Alright, we're just gonna keep restarting the game. Developed by Crows. Davey boy. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. Ooh, there we go. Please adjust the slider until the cat and dog are friends. Yay! Aww. Oh, that's maybe too much. Like, that's they're in love. This is their friends. Please adjust the slider until the number 5 becomes the number 9. Oh god. That's technically 9? Oh, there's also technically 9. There, the number. That is the number 9. Please adjust the slider until you stop adjusting the slider. Oh, but the slider is so good. I love the slider. Okay, we're done with the slider. Which of the two made-up words below is most appealing to you? Akabakanal or Scrumtush? Probably Scrumtush, because I can actually say that one. Please don't adjust the slider. Okay. I don't. You know what time it is right now? Yes. Is the time that it is right now the correct time? Yes. What is time anyway? Yes. Is there anything about yourself that you haven't told me? Yes. Oh. Oh. I want to help you. Yeah. Oh. Okay, we're coming back to visit this guy in the beginning of our game. So fucking weird. I've never had a concept like this. What time is it? Does anyone really truly know? Of course they don't. Knows anything. You and I don't even know each other. We're like strangers. Sure, I've adjusted all your game settings, exact specifications, but who hasn't? Everyone you meet on the street does that, for fuck's sake. It's what I do, like a day job. Now the job is over. No more information for me to gather. I've collected all the data on you that I can. And I still don't really know you. Don't know me. Neither of us know what time it is. I guess some settings are just unsettable. But if I'm being totally honest, the clock doesn't do anything in the game anyway. It won't have me here and it starts next time. That's okay. Video games are meant to be. Oh, that's not true, man. I like being alone, don't you? Maybe the only information I really learned about. Well, time for me to. Still one more setting to adjust, but take a little time before I'm ready for that. Not really in my job description. That's okay. Perhaps you'll see me again. Find me. Talk soon. And there it is. Epilogue unlocked. And my headset just died, so you may be getting some backlash here. There, we'll just go ahead and do that. Oh man, this game is so real. So I guess next time we'll go through the epilogue, guys. And yeah, nothing else to do but to finish this beast off, because I think there are no more endings really. I mean, I could go through the window, I could go back down in the hole, and I think that was about it. Like with the whatchamacallit, the bucket. God, the bucket's been such a thing, and I couldn't even remember it. The fucking bucket. All hail bucket overlords. I'll see you guys next time.